All right. My name is Michael Hernandez, and I'm here with 559 Fights champion David Mariscal. And I'm very excited to have my gym mate as well as a great fighter here to talk today. Ask him some
Yeah.
questions because you're a pretty quiet guy. So I feel a lot of people don't really get to know you, and I'm really excited to do this interview today, David. So how's your day been so far?
Oh, good, good. How about yours?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad. I've been writing some questions, been getting ready for today, so and then obviously getting ready for Saturday, as I'm sure you have been, and of course inviting all the fans out to Saturday night. It's going to be a good series of fights. But just to go into you a little bit as a fighter, David, your previous career in wrestling at Farmersville was absolutely impressive. Just going into it, I even remember going to a Rainbow Drive-In over there and seeing a little mural, and I asked the guy, and
Yeah.
he tells me, "Oh, it's David Mariscal," and I'm like, "Oh, I trained with that guy." So small world. But did you want to go into that career a little bit more?
So I am a wrestler. I started wrestling since I was about I want to say like 8 years old, and then I pursued in it as a young kid, and went into high school and just kept wrestling, and my coach now, which is Mondo and also Jesse, uh, got me into wrestling. They're my cousins, so it was like a family thing, and all the boys wrestled, and so I mean, it was just a thing that I had to wrestle, and it just they helped me out, and it just went there, and as far as the mural, I went to stay. I was a valley champion, and at the time they were doing a little scholarship thing, so I basically like I applied for it and I won. They told me to submit a photo. I submitted a photo, and all of a sudden my face was on the side of the wall. So and it's still up to this day. It's still up to
Yeah,
this day.
no,
So
still up to this
I'm pretty
day.
proud. I'm pretty proud of that achievement. I worked hard for it, so I mean it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I remember seeing that, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool," especially I
Yeah.
know you're a big hometown guy, and you kind of answered my next question, which was how you got into MMA fighting originally, because I knew you had that wrestling background, but did you get into fighting right after high school, or was there a little bit of a gap? Did you have to wait some time, or did you go right into it?
It took about 2 years out of high school. I started training and I was probably like 20 years old. Some of my buddies from my wrestling team in high school, they started fighting and they wanted a training partner that knew, good wrestling. So they invited me in and that's how it all started. I started putting the work in myself and I was like, hey, they asked me if I wanted to fight, so I said, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I got into it. I always liked fighting and UFC and all that stuff. So it was a cool deal how it all worked out.
Yeah, no, definitely. Kind of just when Suze you mentioned that wrestling, it ease that transition kind of eases. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
for uh for MMA fighting, is there anybody you fight for in particular? When you go out into that octagon, there's a lot of people in their heads sometimes, do you fight for yourself, or is it more of a family thing? Like you mentioned your cousins and you mentioned your family, and do you do it for them? Do you do it for your city? There's multiple motivating factors, or is it a combination?
Of course, I do it for myself. I like the sport. I like the challenge. But I mean, as in dedicated anything like that, of course, it's my family. I always want to put on a show for them and make sure I go out there and do my thing and get the W at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I always want to make sure my family sees me win. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, basically,
No,
yeah, for my family. It's for myself as well.
no, and that's absolutely amazing, man. It's definitely the first thing in somebody's character is what they do for a living and why they do it, and you doing it for your family and for yourself, it shows a lot about yourself and shows that you're a good man, and so what is something that fight fans may not know about David Mariscal? Because as we previously mentioned, you're kind of a little bit more reserved. You're not really super amped up and talkative, which we kind of like to see, because as soon as you get in that octagon, it's all business, and we know you're coming to kill. So, what is something that fans may not know about you?
Uh, there's plenty of things, but off the top of my head is I'm a big like if you really know, I'm a big Raider fan, so
Yeah,
that's the top of my head right now. It's just like, hey, well, they don't know I'm a Raider fan, but yeah, I love my Raiders. I love football in general, but I mean, that's one thing that not a lot of
yeah,
people probably know. So,
and no, I
other
mean those Las Vegas Raiders. It's definitely been a hard year, because I'm a fan too. But but
yeah,
hey,
we have
we're getting
plenty of
through it. We
them.
always have next year, right?
Yeah. I've been
So
saying that to my little kid
since
too.
you're a little kid, right? I feel the same way.
Yeah.
You also have a tight connection with Juan Pato Jimenez, and he's also a very prevalent grappler in the Farmersville area, 559 area, who also trains at Trifecta. So, did you want to go a little bit into your guys' relationship and how your guys' training over the years has and helped you? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure training with a guy like that day in day out, it's great, because he's so skilled.
Yeah, man, me and Pato go way back. It goes to back to because we're both from Farmersville, and we both it goes back to our to my wrestling days. He's a little older than me. He's my brother's age, but like our brothers know his my brothers his brothers know each other, and it's just like we just knew each other, just like that. And when I was younger, he would wrestle also, and he would come to the practices where where we wrestled in freestyle, and he would wrestle, and I would mess around with him, train with him, and like I said, I'm a little younger than him, but I mean, it's always been that friendship, and he always wanted to help me out since I was smaller, and then at the previous gym I was at, he was also there, so then just the bond got tighter. We knew each other already, so. Man, I love that guy, man. It's like
Yeah.
my brother, man. And every time we go with each other, man, it's just a full on battle. It might be some little chitter chatter as we're rolling, but it's all done at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, me and him go a long ways back, and we're not done, and we're looking to get our black belts together.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely an amazing goal. And just one last question for you, because I know your time is valuable and I know you got some things to attend to a little bit later on tonight. But
Huh?
you know, with this MMA career, you've had some amazing 559 fights career. I mean, with your career as a champion and with your fights, they've all been fun to watch. But I'm pretty sure a lot of fans are questioning, are you planning to make that pro jump, or if there is a pro debut, when are you looking to make it? Or is it something that you're just kind of hoping, it comes along, and if it comes, I'm more than ready to take that challenge.
No, the total goal is to go pro. I'm We're just focusing on this fight right now. I promise you there'll be big things ahead. I don't want to say too much, but the just if you want to be a fan of mine and you follow me, just suspect big things next year. We're going for the top things this year, next year, and just stay tuned. I promise you that it'll be good.
Oh no, I definitely will keep in touch with you, David, and I'm pretty sure a lot of fight fans will also definitely make sure to keep tabs on you, and make sure you guys attend on Saturday night at the Visalia Convention Center on December 17th. David Mariscal is going to be taking on Gino Gonzalez and defending his belt, and it's going to be a banger, And we're also going to have Tyler Miller, another trifecta MMA guy on that card. It's going to be a fun night. I highly recommend all fight fans to go out there. David, any last messages for the fans?
Um, just shout out to my coaches, Marion Renault, Mondo Perez, putting in the time with me, all my teammates at Trifecta, yourself, for taking the time to doing this interview with me, and yeah, come out and support me and local MMA on Saturday. It should be a good fight, and try to put on a show.
It was more than my pleasure, David. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.